Today, we're getting into something that sounds simple, maybe. The therapeutic power of laughter.
Yeah, it does sound straightforward.
Right. But you're here because you want to get smart on something fast and, in a way that sticks. And
Mm.
honestly, there's some really fascinating stuff behind how a good laugh affects us.
Absolutely. It's easy to just pass it off as like a nice feeling, but
Yeah.
the sources we dug into, they really show some significant impacts on just overall well-being.
Okay, so let's kick off with this story. It really jumped out. From Emma, remembering this wild game of
Oh
charades.
yeah,
The clue was washing a llama.
washing a llama. Okay.
Yeah. And just the absurdity of someone trying to mime that, well, it had everyone, especially her, just completely losing it, laughing so hard it actually hurt. You know that feeling?
Oh, totally. That physical sensation. That's actually really key here.
How so?
Well, think about it. When you're laughing like that, like really laughing, there's a whole cascade of things happening inside. Your brain starts pumping out endorphins, the natural mood boosters.
Hmm.
And at the same time, those stress hormones, like cortisol, their levels actually start to drop.
Wow. Okay, so it's a real physiological shift,
Mm.
all from finding washing a llama. Right.
Exactly. It's pretty powerful.
And the research we looked at, it backs this up, doesn't it? Talking about boosting immune function, easing pain, even lowering anxiety.
Yeah. And one source had this great phrase, internal jogging.
Internal jogging, I like that. For the heart and lungs, right.
Precisely.
Yeah.
When you think about how your whole body gets involved in a really good belly laugh, that analogy it clicks, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah,
It changes how you think about laughter, not just passive, but like an active health thing.
it does. And that actually brings up that story about Norman Cousins.
Oh, right. Jake's notes mentioned him. He had a really serious illness, didn't he?
Very serious. And famously, he decided to basically prescribe himself laughter, watching funny movies, reading jokes.
He believed it was actually helping him recover and live longer than they expected.
That was his conviction, yeah. Now, what's interesting there, and maybe a bit debated, is the direct cause and effect.
Sure, it's hard to prove definitively.
Right. But his story is such a powerful illustration, isn't it, of how maybe our mindset, our emotional state can play a role in physical health.
It makes you think about that mind-to-body connection.
Definitely. It suggests that creating a positive emotional space could be a really valuable support, alongside the usual medical stuff.
It really does make you wonder. Okay, so then there's this other angle, laughter yoga. Emma actually tried this.
She did, yeah.
The idea of like intentionally fake laughing in a group sounds a bit awkward.
It does sound a little strange on the surface, I agree. But the sources talk about this transition that happens.
Oh,
Apparently, it starts off feeling maybe forced, maybe a bit silly, yeah. But something about the group, the shared activity, that fake laughter starts to trigger real giggles.
huh. So it becomes genuine.
That's what people report. They talk about feeling really uplifted afterwards, almost like a natural high.
Interesting. So even starting artificially, the act itself, especially doing it together, can flip a switch and become real, become contagious.
Exactly. It seems to tap into something pretty fundamental about us.
And Emma also mentioned something else important, how laughter pulls you into the now.
Ah, yes, the present moment thing.
Yeah. Like when you're really cracking up, you're not worrying about tomorrow or stewing over yesterday, right? You're just in it.
That's so true. It's like hitting a mental pause button, a quick reset.
Totally relatable. And what's good is the sources were clear. You don't need like special classes for this.
No, not at all.
Everyday stuff works too.
Exactly. Jake pointed this out. Just watching a comedy special you like or sharing a funny meme, even just hanging out with friends who make you laugh.
Simple things.
Yeah, those little doses, they add up. It's accessible.
Emma had a specific trick too, watching videos of babies laughing.
Oh, I saw that. That's brilliant.
She said it was like an instant mood booster for her. And
Mhm.
honestly, have you watched those? That pure, unfiltered baby joy? It's hard not to smile.
You really can't help it. It connects to something basic in us, I think.
Yeah. And Jake mentioned he likes stand-up clips where the comedian themselves starts laughing at their own material.
Oh, that's interesting. The authenticity factor.
Yeah, he felt that when it was genuine amusement from the performer, it was even more infectious.
That makes total sense. There's something really appealing about seeing someone genuinely delighted.
Definitely. And this leads to a really fascinating point from the sources. The idea that laughter can actually come first.
You mean before the good mood?
Yeah, we usually think, I feel happy, so I laugh. But this suggests it can work the other way around. You laugh, then you feel better.
That kind of flips the script, doesn't it?
It really
It
does.
reminds me of that whole fake it till you make it idea. You know, like how forcing a smile can sometimes actually make you feel a bit happier.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe initiating a laugh, even if it feels forced at first,
It could still trigger those positive physical responses, the endorphins, the cortisol drop.
potentially, yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe pave the way for real laughter to bubble up.
So our bodies might not always know the difference, initially at least, between a spontaneous laugh and one we kind of start on purpose.
Could be. And the sources also really hit on the social side of things. Shared laughter.
Oh, huge. That bonding aspect.
Yeah, think how quickly a shared joke just breaks the ice, creates a connection with someone.
It's such a powerful social glue, isn't it? It breaks down barriers, makes you feel part of something, that shared humanity.
Totally. And that feeling of connection, laughing together, that's got to be healing in itself.
Absolutely. That social connection piece is vital.
So, listening to all this, what's the kind of main takeaway you're getting?
Well, I think ultimately what the sources really hammer home is that laughter is just, it's way more than just fun, you know?
Right.
It's a genuinely potent tool for our physical health, our emotional state, our connections with others. It's almost like free medicine that's always available.
Free medicine. I like that. And Emma had a really practical tip on that note, making a laugh list.
A laugh list.
So
Explain.
just your own personal list of things, videos, memories, people, whatever, that you know will make you laugh reliably.
Ah, okay. Like a go-to toolkit for a mood reset.
Exactly. Like your personal prescription for a chuckle. What kinds of things might make it onto your list?
Hmm. Good question. Definitely some specific comedians, maybe some old home videos.
Yeah.
And Jake had a different suggestion, didn't he? More immediate.
Yeah, a bit more experimental maybe. He
Uh,
suggested just intentionally laughing for like 30 seconds.
Even if nothing's funny.
Yep, just start laughing. The idea is to see if you can actually kickstart that physical process we talked about.
And maybe see if that forced laugh turns into something real.
Could happen. It's an interesting little experiment on that mind-body link.
Definitely something to try.
So really, the challenge for anyone listening is maybe just actively find something funny today. Put it on your to-do list.
Yeah, watch that silly clip, call that funny friend, maybe even try Jake's 30-second laugh challenge.
Because, as we've kind of unpacked here, laughter isn't just enjoyable. It's actually a really valuable resource for feeling better, healthier, more connected.
Yeah. And maybe just by consciously inviting a bit more laughter in, we can all tap into that wellspring of joy and resilience that's inside us.